Juju, Guatemala. Okay, there is another carving like this one we have at the entrance of the cave. The archaeologists compare that one and this one we have in front of this, well, in this cave, Loltun, and they believe this is the representation of Xibalba. That's why they put it right at the entrance of the cave. Yeah. It's like a normal cave in these places. The Mayan people came in here for the meditation and praying to the underworld god Xibalba. Okay, so just be careful, watch your step, let's move into the cave, follow me. El agua, toda la península de Yucatán estaba debajo del océano, por eso se formaron estas cuevas enormes. Incluso los padres pueden ver las marcas del nivel del agua. Big stones, you can see evidences of this old civilization that we call the Olmecs, Toltecs, okay? This civilization arrived 500 years before before Jesus Christ, okay? You can see that the evidence is right on top of this rock. This is an original head that was found 300 meters inside the cave. According to the archaeologists, they believe this civilization, this is the people who brought the obsidian rock that the Mayan people used it to make weapons, tools, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, even the scriptures you guys saw, the angels of the cave. Remember the Xibalba's scripture or the angels of the cave? They used the volcano rocks from this civilization. ¿Yeah? Esos son los olmecas que usaron, bueno, esto es una evidencia muy extraída de la piedra obsidiana.
Ah, mira. Pensé que era de acá la obsidiana.
No. Con cuidado, por favor, be careful, watch your step. Now we're going down 65 meters on the ground. Esta agua que es gracias a las estalactitas se convierte en agua purificada. Por eso las estalactitas son un filtro natural.
¿Así por qué?
El agua mientras corre a través de ellas la va filtrando, la convierte en el residuo exactamente, y ese residuo es lo que ayuda a la formación de la piedra también. Madame, look right in front of you, this is where you found the Loltun. I think I heard about this before. I think it's in Guatemala, where they have the three volcanoes. One of them they call it Volcán de Fuego. It's in Guatemala, close to the old Antigua Guatemala.
And that's where the volcano was?
Volcanoes was, yeah, that's where it was explored and everything was covered with ashes, actually earthquakes also.
And you've also heard a legend of the Star People?
I heard about the people, they came and they helped to remove the people from the village, because the village was built right in the middle. It was like in a valley, and these three volcanoes, they were surrounded by them. So when the ashes and the earthquake shook, everything was covered, and these people appeared from nowhere, and they couldn't believe it. These people were saved by this. It's like a legend, a very old legend. I heard about it, but
oh my God, this is who's telling the story.
Oh my goodness, seriously?
I'm serious.
I know a little bit about this, and maybe I need to. I thought it was a joke when I find out, but since you are telling me also, I think it's gonna be real. It's real. ¿Sí? Es una historia de un volcán cubrió un pequeño pueblo en Guatemala, y supuestamente extraterrestres llegaron y los ayudaron a escaparse porque el volcán estaba cubriendo todo. Estaba como en un pequeño valle donde se llenaba de cenizas, los terremotos habían ya enterrado la ciudad y los extraterrestres llegaron a salvar.
¿A dónde los llevaron, supuestamente?
Bueno, los dejaron siempre en la tierra, pero los ayudaron a sacar, sin darse cuenta eran extraterrestres los que los ayudaron a sacar. ¿Dónde iban a encontrar maquinaria?
Para escaparse de ahí.
Para mover todo.
Mover todo también.
Exacto. Para hacer
Eso es lo
caminos.
que dicen de todo, todas las ruinas, ¿no?
Sí.
So what did you say the Mayan word that would translate to green sword would be?
Maybe sisal or shpetem. Shpetem sisal is the other name of the the one is like a leaf. It looks like a sword.
Yes.
It has peaks on the side.
Yes.
That could be the sisal plant. Yeah, and some of them we have some of them around.
Are there any towns you know of down near P10?
Oh, sure.
That would. There's also the priest Mu. He was also a wood carver, and he went to. I'm losing it because I know I'm filming. Let's see.
The word.
No, laurel.
Laurel.
Like mountain laurel. It's a plant. And they have it here because I looked it up on the internet. But he went to a laurel cave. That was one of the centers for his village. Because the day priests would go down underneath to sleep in the caves and then greet the sun in the morning.
It wouldn't be Mani? Because there is a legend about this cave also. That's where they found a rope, a long rope that actually the person who found this this rope into the cave, see, when he started taking the rope out, all of it, he finds out that, see, look back, the rope was already here in the small bags. They keep coming more. See, when he looked back, like I'll tell you, the rope is already this high, and he was asking himself, why we have so much rope and it won't stop? He kept pulling more and more from the small bags. Then he's like, maybe this is not right. So he tried to fit the rope back into the small bag, didn't fit at all again. So he's like, wow, what is this? So he got afraid. What he did, he cut the rope, and when he cut it, blood coming out of the rope. And the other stuff he took it with him because he was so afraid. That rope supposed to be, okay, the guy, okay, that was going to help human when the end of the war is here. That rope it's just going to follow it, and it's going to take you to another places where you're going to be safe. But this is going to be on the.
That's how the star people do it too, with the rope.
Oh, wow. Sure.
Have you ever heard anything about sky roads?
No.
They're supposed to like echo the Sakbis.
The Sakbe, okay.
But sky roads.
Yes, I got you now. Yes, the Sakbe. The Sakbe roads, okay, the Mayan people, they use it to connect it from each village to another village, or each temple to each temple. Those Sakbes, okay, nighttime, see, when the illumination of the moon on this Sakbe, it's just like a nice highway where people used to travel, and actually represents like the airports. It's a line where they're gonna machines or anything like this gonna land on this land. So that's what they build it for. That's what they believe. That's what I heard about. These people were talking about this legend. And this is why they build these Sakbe roads. Okay. Yeah, they build it because they see machines coming. So
is there one that leads to this cave?
Not in the, well, yeah, but we only have 2 kilometers. There's one, I seen it, and that is very dark, the places. Yeah, we need to go with right equipment like you have right now. Cuidado, no se vaya a caer. But it's a long way in here because we have 8 kilometers together.
What do you know about feeding the umbilicus? I mean, before Gugumats, there were no sacrifices because it was known that it was the emotion that fed the umbilicus. And then it got, after Kukulkan Gugumats left, it was thought that it was supposed to, it got worse and worse and worse until the gods weren't satisfied because they forgot that it was emotion that fed the gods.
What I know, okay, why the Mayan people used to do human sacrifices is because the Olmecs and the Toltecs brought this new religion. But the Mayan itself, they never did any human sacrifices because they only believed in one higher power, one God, which is the infinitum. See? So when the Mayan people start mixing with the Olmecs and the Toltecs, they're the one who brought the Unanku, they brought Ishtab, they brought Xibalba, they brought Ischel, they brought all the gods that now we have in days, especially the rain god. So before there was no human sacrifices.
Right.
Before this civilization were right here.
Yeah.
There was only, especially in this area, they only practiced the art of sacrifice. That's what they did because they haven't found no evidences of these Mayan people over this area, the Rutapuk, they did any type of human sacrifices into this cave.
Right, because it was not about that. It was about feeding the umbilicus with the emotions, yes, and your feelings.
Yes.
But then it got changed because of the Toltecs.
Because the Toltecs and the Olmecs. That's why you see very strong evidences in Chichen Itza. Most of this architecture you see, it comes from the Olmecs and the Toltecs. See. But the Mayan itself, they have built their own. If you go back here where I tell you the jungle, you're going to see different type of pyramids, not like the one you have in Chichen Itza. And these ones, they're even older than the one in Chichen Itza because when the Chichen Itza were built, they were built with help of the Olmecs and the Toltecs, but not these ones over here. These ones could be older. Maybe Chichen Itza is dated probably 3,000 years ago. This one could be 6,000 or 12,000 years ago. It's very old. Be careful what you step, very slippery. Tenga cuidado por favor, muy resbaloso, no se vaya a caer. Be careful here. The red hand that according to the archaeologists represents life or heaven. Or in other words, they divided positive, negative for these black hands. This is what it represents, that one. Esas manos negras que usted ve representa el inframundo. ¿Sí? Así es, el color negro que los mayas le dieron a estas manos negras, ellos supuestamente creían que representa el inframundo, por eso pusieron al guardián del inframundo a la entrada de la cueva. ¿Se acuerda la escritura o el grabado que vimos a la entrada de la cueva? Sí. Ese es el guerrero, así fue nombrado, pero después de que Edward Thompson hizo varios estudios en este grabado, él pudo concluir de que ese grabado representa on this ground, so we can, people able to walk on this hill.
Oh, she wanted to know about the different air currents. Some air currents are warm and some are cold. Do you know about that?
Say it again.
Some of the air currents in here are cold.
Oh, sure.
And some are hot. Do you know about that?
Well, everything, the temperature heat change because this type of air ventilation we have in here. The air current, like you were saying, when it's so hot outside, see, this hot air coming into the caves, and if you are in a closed area like here, you're gonna feel hot. But if you're deeper, like 80 meters where we were, now the air turns to be like more fresh, cooler, because the how do you say, the humidity in there turns this air into a natural air conditioner. Everything has to do with these holes. This is the hole that provide the air ventilation in here. And that's pretty much I know about this, about the air.
Hey, look, Bridge, there's one of Moo's upper caves. Supposedly some caves, when you go in, have this big circular place, and it's very deep. And we heard that they would put people that were crazy in there until they came to themselves. They would put them in the holes for a couple of days, and then the spirits...
During the Mayan time?
Yes, and the gods would cleanse them and make their mind right again.
Wow, now you got me. I don't know anything about that.
How about, have you ever heard, I saw somewhere on the internet where they say that the rabbit, conejo, is considered the mayor, but no one knows why. Because the story starts with a fable of a rabbit saving the moon from twin brothers that had been coerced into stealing the moon and hiding it down below ground. And the rabbit.
There was two. One of the twin brothers belongs to the underworld, okay, and also the other one is supposed to be up in the sky, the light. So the other one, he was trying to protect the moon from this twin brother that, like you say, he wanted to hide the moon into the underworld.
Right, and so one god put himself into a root that a rabbit was going to eat, and then he went with the rabbit, inside the rabbit, down into his warren, into the underground. And then the rabbit, in the excrement, the god came back out again and went through the underworld and found the moon, and he knew he couldn't get her up into the sky before they were going to stop him. So he came up with an idea, and he went back into the rabbit, and he ran outside, and he ran up to the top of this tallest pyramid he could find, and he exclaimed that he was ruler of all the animal kingdom.
He was that right.
And in that diversion, the usurper rabbit, in that diversion, the moon was able to make her escape. And the gods, they saw what was happening, but they were so amused by this rabbit that they let him and man have their moon back.
Oh, I hear something about that, but I don't know the whole history.
Well, we don't know it either. That's in the story.
Well, we can find out. You know, we can find out. I'm gonna find out if you're really interested. And when I give you my information, maybe I can send it to you.
Excellent.
Because, yeah, I bet there's a lot of people here they know about this. But sometimes, since you know, like I told you before, I learning every day. I'm doing my own research also. I've been trying to listen to the archaeologists when they come here and trying to learn from them, because they're the ones who knows more than I do, and actually they're the ones who provide us the information that we give to tourists here. But other than that, if I want to make more money, like I become a really good guy, I have to learn more, and that way I can, you know, people can learn from this business, yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do here, yeah. Hopefully when you come back, or once you give me your information, I send it to you, I find out everything about what you want to know, help you, and you help me too, yeah?
Yeah.